Hi guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today I'm going to share with you my recipe for broccoli cheddar soup. Let's go. Okay, to a pan on the stove, we're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of butter. To our butter, we're going to go ahead and add 1 medium chopped onion. And to get those onions sweating down just a little bit faster, we're going to add a little pinch of sea salt. And we'll just kind of stir these until they go translucent. Now that our onions are translucent, it just took a couple of minutes, I'm going to go in with a big tablespoon of garlic. You want to cook your garlic second because it burns a lot quicker than the onion, so it just needs 30 seconds to a minute to kind of get golden and delicious and not burn. Okay, now I'm going to go in with 2 large carrots that I have chopped and 2 heads of fresh broccoli, or like a 12-ounce pack of frozen broccoli florets. To this I'm going to add 8 cups of water. And then we'll get this turned back up to get this boiling. And then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of chicken bouillon powder. You could just use chicken stock instead of water, but this is what I have, so that's what I'm using. We'll get that all nice and stirred together. Then I'm going to go in with about a 1/4 teaspoon of dry mustard, about a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of sea salt, and a tablespoon of black pepper. And then again, we'll just let this start coming up to a boil, mix it together, and we are almost there. This is super easy. We are now going to go in with 2 cups of heavy cream. Okay, to thicken our soup, we are going to add a couple of spoonfuls of cornstarch to some cold water. You could definitely start this recipe out with flour and butter and make a roux, but I wanted to make this gluten-free, so we're just going to add our thickening agent in at the end. Plus our cheese is going to thicken it too, so it'll be good. So make sure your cornstarch is totally dissolved. And then we are going to stir it into our soup, and this will thicken it up. And honestly, if you wanted to bulk this recipe out a little bit, you could definitely add rice. I think that would be a really hearty soup, but I'm just going to make it without it this time, but I've definitely done that in the past, and it's really good. We are now going to reduce our heat just so that this can sit and simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until the broccoli and the carrots are kind of fork tender, and then we'll add in our cheese and it'll be ready. Okay, this has simmered for 10 minutes and my carrots and broccoli are tender. So before we add our cheese, I'm going to use my stick blender or immersion blender. This will just kind of help make a smoother soup. You can definitely leave it chunky if you want to. You could also just throw this in the blender a few cups at a time if you don't have an immersion blender. Alright, we are going to add 2 cups of, it should be cheddar cheese, but I have Colby Jack, Monterey mix. So just use whatever shredded cheese you have. It's cheesy, it's delicious. I'm going to add in 1 cup at a time and let it melt. And this really helps thicken it up. And you always want to make sure to taste to make sure your seasoning is right, so we'll give it a taste test really quick. I think that is just about perfect. So we'll get this dished up, sprinkle a little more cheese on top, and that is lunch served. This is a really easy, I'm not going to say healthy because it's got cheese and cream and butter and all the good stuff, but really delicious gluten-free meal. Alright, so we'll just divvy out some for lunch. It's so good. So we'll add a little sprinkling of cheese on top. Some green onions would be really good on top of this, but that is lunch served. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks guys. Bye.